Hi everyone, and welcome to this Monday's Moment video. Yesterday I was helping out in a service at our local church, and one of the ways I was helping was to lead some of the prayers. And one of the prayers that I read out, which was from an app on my phone, was that we take time to rest and to escape the busyness. And the busyness was spelt with a Y because we're all busy, but it made me think about the importance that we all need to pay to resting in ourselves, but also resting in our business. That's what I want to talk about today, and the two elements of that prayer: rest and busyness. See you in a moment. Hi again, I'm Simon from Sterling Business Coaching, and one of the things that happened to me many years ago was that I was working really hard. I had 4 or 5 businesses on the go, including the construction business, and I was taking time out. I went to Canada for a few weeks at Christmas, and that was full on. We did lots of tours, we did lots of activities, and I came back from that holiday having come down with pneumonia as I came back, and then having to spend 4 weeks off of work, away from work, in bed, recovering from pneumonia. And I was probably, how old would I be? Late 20s, early 30s. So it wasn't what I expected. But that's why I'm so passionate about these two elements of rest and escaping busyness. So let's talk about rest first of all. So using some of those letters of rest, I want you to focus on taking time to reset. When we rest, it doesn't mean doing nothing. It's productive. Rest has got to be productive. It doesn't have to be busy and shouldn't be busy, but it has got to be productive because it allows us to reset. We're coming to the season of fall now, into autumn, and it's a time that nature does this. It readjusts to the changes ahead. It refocuses our endeavors, our efforts, our energy. And of course, when we've had the rest, then we can look at how we can restart, how we can get back on track again. So taking time to rest isn't a cop-out. It isn't oh, look at me, I'm weak as an entrepreneur and a business owner, I've got to take time to rest. Let's get out of that hustle and let's make sure that we've got some time that actually gives us the opportunity to look after ourselves. Because if we look after ourselves, then we are better able to do those 4 things, but we're also better able to look after other people. They often tell you when you're on a plane in the safety briefing, put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. It's the same with our business, whether we're in business, whether we're helping other businesses, doesn't matter. We've got to take some time to rest. We have to rest our bodies and we have to rest our minds. None of us want any kind of burnout, whether it be a physical burnout or a mental burnout. None of us want that. So I want to focus on the second part of that prayer, escaping busyness. Because very often what I find is that busyness is about productivity. If we're too busy and we can't see what's happening around us, when we get to junctions in the road, when we get to those decision points, what we can find is not only must we stop and rest and take a look left to right and work out where we are, reset, restart, refocus, etc. But what we need to do is we need to be effective in our decisions. If we stop being busy, foolishly busy, then we need to become effectively busy. Okay, so I want to say that again, effectively busy. We don't want to be overwhelmed. We need to reach out for help. We need to ask for somebody, perhaps our advisor, our coach, our peers within our business. We need to ask for their feedback on how effective we are, how productive we are, because busyness can be foolish. We can be keeping ourselves busy because as entrepreneurs, we want to fill the vacuum of time and space around us. We don't want to be seen to be doing nothing with our feet up. And we're never that. Because even when we are putting our feet up, and I suggest you do because you need to take the rest, but even when we do put our feet up, we need to do it in a way that improves our productivity, our efficiency, and most importantly, our effectiveness. What we do with our busyness needs to be effective. I've seen lots of people who have been very, very busy, but they've been busy fools. They've been doing busyness on all the wrong things. They're not able to make the decision on what is going to give them a best return for their time, a best set of decisions, a best set of tools and resources for themselves and for their business. So they get to the point where they're very busy, but they're not being effective. And they just feel that they're stuck in mud and they just can't get the traction. And we shouldn't be like the guy down there in the bottom corner, just overwhelmed with all the things that we've got to do, all the paperwork, all the numbers, all the stats. All of those are important, but we should be time blocking. We should be looking at our effectiveness of how we spend our time, what we're focusing on. So all those things that I put in the other slide here about refocusing, readjusting, they all come from resting, better decisions, knowing when to ask for help, knowing when to get other people to muck in, put their shoulder to the wheel and give you the help so that you can be more effective and don't get paralyzed and overwhelmed, as my dog's barking outside, with all the numbers and the stats, the stuff that you need to do, but use it effectively. And that's what I want you to think about this week. Have a look at your schedule. Have a look at the time that you have where you can actually reset, refocus, restart. Then look at your peers around you, perhaps your team, and ask them to look at your effectiveness. Ask your clients. Look at yourself if you're a sole trader. Look and see how effective the time is that you're putting into your tasks and what return on investment you're getting from that time. That's what effective means. What kind of benefit are you getting? What kind of impact are you making? Make it double-sided both ways. Of course, if you don't have anybody to talk to and you want just to talk about how I managed to get lots of rest, and I do throughout my business week, how I look to be effective in my time and how I help other people to do the same. Just, you've seen the link going across the bottom there. Just schedule a discovery chat with me and we'll have a few minutes, probably 30 minutes. Doesn't cost you anything, no heavy sales pitch, I guarantee, but it will give us time to discover where you are on that journey of rest and the escape from busyness. Of course, I would love you to like, to share. If you're not following me, please do that. And just help me spread the word. Help me share business tips so that other people can be more effective in their business, so that you can take advantage of what I'm sharing, but so can other people as well. So if you could do that for me, that would be a great request. And don't forget, if you do want to have a chat, go to timewithsimon.com. But most importantly, and I really do mean this, make sure you look, how much rest are you getting? How close to burnout are you? And then have a look and make sure that the time that you're putting into the busyness of your business is being effective. Don't let it be wasted. Make every second count for you and to have an impact on other people. Hopefully, take a look at that this week and see what tweaks you can make. And who knows, I'll see you on one of the sessions with me. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.